Hi guys, it's Carol from Cape Cod Cottage Garden, and it is October 8th. And every spring, when I'm walking around my neighborhood and I see everybody's beautiful daffodils and tulips and all their bulbs that they had the forethought to plant the year before, and I'm like, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that? Well, I know why I don't, because I'm burnt out by fall, and I just feel like it's not a project I want to take on. So this year I decided I'm going to do it, and I opened my computer, I got online, I went to Color Blends, and I started ordering bulbs. Wow, there's so many gorgeous bulbs. I really went crazy, and when Mr. Hubby got the delivery, he's like, what did you do? So I ended up ordering 1,000 bulbs, and now I have to follow through and plant them. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So let's go unbox these, see what I bought. Of course, I don't have a plan. I never have a plan. I always just wing it, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But as per usual, no plan in place. So I'm gonna right now unbox, see what I have. I don't even know for sure if I bought some early blooming ones, some mid blooming ones, and some late blooming ones, which I should have, so I'd have a color show for at least a month. No, I just went and said, oh, that's pretty, that's pretty, that's pretty. So I'm gonna unbox now and take a look at that and see if maybe, hopefully, I have some variety, which I don't think I do. Let's do that right now. Okay, so first I'm going to unbox and get them sorted. So they come like this. Actually, I can use this crate to cure my onions and my garlic in. So this, I'm going to save this. All right, let's see what we have. Comes like this. Gives you information on planting, what to do, just some general instructions. Let's see, what is this? This is Pillow Talk tulips, soft pink with the creamy yellow. Okay, I'll try it if I can. Find a picture. I'll pop a picture up in the corner. Mid to late, height 16 to 18. That's one. Let's see what this one is. And that's the same thing. So I have 2 bags of those. Let me see. What are these? Best pink. You know I usually go the soft colors. Oh, mid. Okay. So that's good. So these are mid to late. Morty. My dog's in the camera. And these pink, the best pink tulips are mid. What are these over here? These are also, what, honey? You're in the camera, love. These are also best pink. So I have 2 bags of best pink. So 200 of those and 200 of the Pillow Talk, which are pink and creamy yellow. So that's that. So those are mid and mid to late. Let's see what's in this other box. Oh, they're heavy. Let me turn it this way. I don't know how good the lighting is here, but let's see what's in this box. Ooh. So these look like daffodils. Oh boy, yeah. These are early to mid. Oh, I didn't do too bad. So it looks like the daffodils will come up first. Giant bag. Oh my God, they're heavy. And then those ones are called Flower Parade, white with orange centers. And then what are these? What, the same thing, Flower Parade, early to mid. So it looks like my daffodils will come up first, then one set of tulips, and then shortly after the other set of tulips. And I believe that these are all grape hyacinths. I did buy a lot of these, maybe 600 or 400, I'm not sure. And these bloom mid. I love grape hyacinths, and these will spread. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of those. Guys, I have a lot of planting to get through. I am going to use my power auger, and I'm going to put a little bit of bulb tone in the holes. Now I just have to plan where I'm going to put everything. I have absolutely no idea, but let's get to it. Okay, so I'm struggling a bit about how to plant my tulips. You think 1,000 bulbs is a lot, but when you have a big space, it's really not that much. So I think I'm going to do this Pillow Talk, which is a blend. It's a blend of like soft pink and white and soft white with a little yellow, which I'm not really a yellow girl, but in the spring it's okay, I guess. I'm thinking of planting like 2 groups of 11 or 12, 13 in between each rows, kind of 2 clumps, and then put some grape hyacinth in front in like a little swath. And then, you know, because when these bloom, these roses will be nothing probably but sticks. So we'll at least put some color out here. And then in order to hide, because as you know, with any kind of bulb, you have to let all the foliage just die off and turn yellow if you want any hope of having blooms the following year. So in order to hide that kind of ugly dying off foliage, I'm gonna put some kind of perennial in front of them to kind of block it a little bit. It's really windy out all of a sudden, guys, and I don't have my mic on, so I hope you can hear me. But I'm gonna go ahead. I don't think you need to watch me do it, but maybe I'll do one on camera and then I'll go ahead and do the rest. But let me make sure you can still hear me with all this wind. Hang on. Okay, so I started planting some of the bulbs. So what I'm doing is I'm doing about 10 to 11 to 13, whatever I feel like, in 2 clumps between the 2 roses. I am using my auger, so it's just attached to a drill. It really speeds things along. Conversely, you could just dig a hole, in a big hole, and put all your bulbs in and then just cover it all back up. But I'm just using the auger because I have it, and to dig out here is usually brutal. I might use that method when I plant the muscari because they're so small that I'd be like doing thousands of holes, and I have like 600 of those to plant. So I might do that dig the trench type of thing and plant them in. But let me just show you just a couple of tips about using this. You have to be really careful. It's super powerful. If you hit a rock or something, like I have a handle on mine to steady it, but if you hit a rock and that thing spins, you could easily break your wrist. So what I do is, let me lower the camera and I'll show you how I do it just to be a little more safe. Hold on, let me see if I can show you this way. Sorry for my hands. I know this is awkward, but okay. So what I do, I'll show you a couple. So here's my tulips. And I just kind of place them kind of, oh, that looks like it has a double. Let me separate it. So I'm just going to put like, I don't know, 10 or 11, just throw them out. How many do I have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, they say to do odd numbers, but when you plant them in a big clump, like odd numbers if you're doing like 4. I wouldn't do 4, but I'm going to do like 10 or 11. So just kind of spread them out. They say to be 4 inches apart. But these are 2 different colored bulbs. I don't know if they're the same enough. So I kind of just throw them like that so it kind of looks a little natural. Not in a circle, not in a square, just kind of like that. And then what I do when I'm going to use the auger, hope you can see what I'm doing, is I take the auger and I place this handle part against my leg. So if it does catch in a rock, it like hits my leg and it doesn't twist my arm all around. So basically it's just move it, place it. I mean, even with the auger, my soil is terrible, so it's difficult. So it's said to plant them 4 to 5 inches deep. I'm gonna go just a tidge deeper, because let me tell you, if some mole or vole or squirrel or something eats all my bulbs this year, I ain't gonna be furious. You guys know how much trouble I had with critters this year, eating all my perennials. So also you wanna make sure that the pointy side is up. Doesn't really matter too much. I mean, they will orient themselves, but why give them more work than they need? So just orient it up, put it in the hole, cover it in, easy as that. Now I just have to do the rest and I'll keep going. So I got all the roses planted that I'm gonna plant out here initially anyways. I did like clumps of 11 and 13, like 2 clumps between each set of rose bushes. And then along the front in a swath, I'm gonna plant some muscari, which is also known as grape hyacinth. So instead of using the power planter and drilling each individual hole, I dug a trench. These only have to be 3 inches deep. So I just dug, and 2 inches apart. So I just dug a trench and I'm just gonna put them pointy side up like this, about 2 inches apart, all the way down. Oops, like this. And then I'll just go ahead and fill it all in with dirt and cover it up. These also, all of these bulbs have to be watered in really well. So I'll go ahead and do that too. I'm trying not to put them in like straight rows. Excuse me, it's a little difficult to get it perfect, but I'm doing my best. And as you can see, cars going by. But these multiply, so you can already see this one already has a little baby on it. So hopefully these will like fill in. That's like best case scenario. Worst case scenario, I get some kind of critter that comes in, you know, this fall or over the winter or even early spring and just eats all of these bulbs and has an absolute feast. I will be furious. But sometimes that does happen. So after I get these all laid out, I'll just cover them all up with dirt, stamp it at my foot, and then I'm going to water everything in. It's getting kind of late in the day, so I don't know how much more I'm going to get to. But I'll wrap up. Let me just see how much more I can do. So guys, I'm done for the day. I'm standing right in front of my morning light miscanthus is with the fronds are just starting to come out. Remember when I planted this, I was like, Mr. Hubby wants grass. I don't really like grass, but you know what? I have a new appreciation for it. It's gorgeous in the sunlight in the fall with the fronds blowing in the wind. Gorgeous. So anyways, let me turn the camera around. I'll try to do it like this, but I don't know if I can see. I did this whole row. I planted the Pillow Talk blend mix in between the roses, and along the edge I planted the grape hyacinth, the muscari. I don't know if you can see it, and you really can't see it, but let's see how it looks in the spring. Sorry for the weird camera angle, but that's it for today, guys. I'm gonna go in, relax, read my book. I'm not a great fall gardener. I get bored really quick. But I've been out here for, gosh, I've been out here for about 4 hours, so it does take time. So, excuse me, I probably only planted, I don't know, maybe 300 bulbs, so I have another 700 to go. So this is gonna take me a few days. Day one of bulb planting. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.